From right field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Chicago White Sox.
And now,
and we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Chicago White Sox.
Just about set to go now, and starting this one, Martin Perez.
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90, which isn't, it's not like, oh, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. One out, base is empty. And a base hit into right center field.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. And that's down and away. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. The 1-1 hit weakly on the ground. In time to Vaughn, and that'll do it. Astros nothing, White Sox coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here on the south side, and today's starting pitcher, Framber Valdez. And Singy, he's a workhorse, loves pitching deep into his starts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
To the White Sox, right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball. Altuve slings to first. Tauchman is gone. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, but when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
finds its way through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, left fielder.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Benintendi.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in.
Robert dives back in. Robert leads off first with one away. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The pitch. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now. Josh Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 1 out. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Dubon ranging back. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes out, you just got to battle.
Josh Rojas.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's Josh Rojas. Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Out to center. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
That's down and in.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Chop to third. And it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he grounds one back up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 1 and the Astros nothing. Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Batting 6th, shortstop,
Jeremy Pena digs in now. Pena tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. One down, base is empty. That one the other way, and there's a hit.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Pitch was well outside. Definitely a bit of a defensive swing, but somehow he got the bat to it, and clearly his willingness to go the other way, that's what allowed him to find a knock on a difficult pitch. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the base.
Runner on the go. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Pena around third. He scores to tie it up.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
One out, runner at second. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now 2 out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
The 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. And it's just foul. That was close.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big swing in this game if it stayed fair.
Tied up here in the early going. Curve, hit right back to him. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the DH, Miguel Vargas. That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
That one outside, and it's a full count. Got him swinging.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
All the way.
And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. Swinging a foul straight back. Chop to first. Walker tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Catcher Corey Lee.
Here's Corey Lee. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. One and
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
2 out. Space is empty. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Fouled off left side. That one down the line. And they get Altuve for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. And a foul ball.
Ball.
And it remains 2 and 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Christian Walker will hit next.
Christian Walker.
That one out to right. Topman sizes this one up. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here is Mike Topman.
Right fielder, Mike Topman.
Just off the outside edge. 3-1 now.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
3-2.
And a 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
So here's Robert now. Misses inside. 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Tap foul at the plate. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and now it's 3-2. The delivery to Robert. This one in the air, center field. Myers settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi to the plate.
Benintendi.
In the air, out towards right center. Myers on the move to the gap. Makes the catch, inning over. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back at right field, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Yainer Diaz. That misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And there's a ball. With the go-ahead run at first, top half of inning number 4. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
2-2 on the way. Up the middle, Sosa. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Diaz stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. To the right side, Sosa. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Mauricio Dubon now at the plate. Line to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Astros 2 and the White Sox 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No outs, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 1-2. With the tying run on at first, we're here in the bottom of the 4th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, belted. Myers trying to get to it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit. Ground ball left side. Paredes fires over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel.
So now the DH spot, Miguel Vargas. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And he hits a ground ball right side. Walker takes it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
2 on, 2 outs. The other way. This one could be trouble. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. 3-2, they take the lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Caleb Ford.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And here is Corey Lee.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Baldwin at second with 2 down. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Another 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here on the south side, ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Looking to get the tying run on base, and the tying run is on base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Now
about.
batting,
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Gus
Number
Barley.
37.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. That's towards center. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And a count 1-2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
That's a ball.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Center field. Robert under it. And that is that. So the Astros lead one. They're down 3-2. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brian Abreu preparing to come on if needed. Scott also throwing. Right side. Altuve handles it. Throws to first. Tauchman is gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
That's ball three.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
I got 3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Check on the runner. Robert dives back in. Robert, the base runner at first with one out. And now two balls and a strike.
Ball that's outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
First and second, one out. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. And now a flare into left. And foul ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one upstairs.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now here is Josh Rojas. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Robert on his way around third. He'll score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. White Sox 4 and the Astros 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
White Sox.
and they make a change to start the
Number
6th.
55.
The new pitcher, Frazier Eller.
Frazier Eller.
Christian Walker digs in now.
That's ball 2.
Well, these Astros looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond.
Now
Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Tying run at the plate.
That's ball 2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily, and that's a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
One out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Chas McCormick. To third, Rojas. Throws across the diamond, and they get the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Frazier Eller out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn to their closer, Justin Anderson. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 60, Justin Anderson.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. So the tying run at second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Outside low, and the count now even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3. Went right after him there, singing. No messing around.
3 pitches right there. 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1 and 2. Action in the pen down there. Brian King, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. The shortstop takes the ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and it remains a 4-3 game. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Now a fly ball to right center. And this one looks like trouble. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And now it's going to be Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
So the tying run at second. That one lifted to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. Two outs.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 strike away. On the ground, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox strand the tying run on base to win.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.